Hello there, More here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. I'm going to do a champion guidance spotlight for you today on Miscreated monster. He's arguably the best epic champion in the entire game. You heard that. I'm saying that. I'm putting it out there. He's arguably the best champion, epic champion in the game for all-around content and versatility overall. He is very beneficial. He is a valuable asset to any team in the game, except for maybe Clan Boss is probably the place where he lacks the most, but he can still do some massive shields for your team. But first, let you know I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to create the most comprehensive library of champion guides of the rare and epic champions. And if you want to join me on this mission and journey, then hit that subscribe button over there, support me, and you can learn some stuff about your champs that you never knew about, that you can progress your account efficiently and effectively with that knowledge and know-how. So, Miscreated monster, what makes him so amazing, right? He's an HP-based champion to begin with, so his damage, like it's supposed to work, scales off his HP. His A1, what is his A1? His A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 15% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 1 turn if that stun debuff is placed. You don't have him in there primarily for that defense down. You have him in there for that stun. That stun, when booked, is a 25% chance. If you master him down to the fearsome presence in the master and the defensive tree, that 25 becomes a 30% chance. He has a 2-hit A1 on a 30% chance, a 1 in 3 hit statistically just about or slightly there under. More like a 3 in 10 is more realistic, but hey, whatever. It actually procs more frequently than you would think. For some reason, the RNG feels like it's closer to a 40 or 45% chance to proc that stun. And if that stun lands, then you have another 50% chance. So every other time the stun hits, basically, you get that defense down to go with it as well, but that's not why you have him there. It's inconsistent, unreliable for the defense down. It's just an added bonus. You want that stun. Additionally, his A2 is attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. With the Masteries, that's a 55% chance. Places a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns, equal to 25% of the damage inflicted. What? 25% of the damage inflicted creates a shield across the entire team. You put him in spiders, all those spiderlings, boom! Huge shield from Miscreated monster, and every other person's going to get stunned. Sometimes I've seen every single person on an arena team get stunned. 4 out of 4, boom, done, son, game over, let's roll. What's his A3? It's called It's Alive. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 3 turns. Heals this champion by 50% of their max HP. Places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 3 turns. That's a 3-turn continuous heal. That's a 3-turn ally protection. That is huge. Most champions that have an ally protect are only on a 2-turn rotation, on a 3 or 4-turn cooldown. He's on a 3-turn rotation on a 4-turn cooldown. Lasting gifts, which he has 30% chance to extend those up to a 4-turn. Boom, comes around again and he just replaces it. It never comes off, right? What's his passive though? His passive places a fear debuff on the attacker. Places. There's not a chance, just places 100% on them, assuming the accuracy checks on the attacker for 1 turn whenever an ally is attacked while under an ally protection buff. Disclaimer on this. Light bulb moment for me. I just realized this last week. If you already knew about it, let me know down in the comments. Let me know that you already knew that I'm just late to the game. But this passive is not only talking about his ally protection buffs. It's talking about any ally protection buff on the entire team from any source. For example, I pair him in the arena with Captain Tamila, who has a 50% ally protection buff on a 5-turn cooldown currently for 2 turns. When that is applied, it applies to everybody but her, of course, right? Including him. Even if that is on the champions and his is not, this fear will proc against the attackers That is big. That is massive. Because what does fear do again? Reminder, fear has a 50% chance of preventing an enemy or whoever has the buff on there, 50% chance from preventing that champion from taking an action. Not their turn, just from taking an action. There is no cooldown reduction or anything like that that happens with this. True fear will cycle your skill and put it on cooldown if it procs. Again, it's only a 50% chance. But the fear is the smaller version. It's a 50% chance to prevent an action from happening. So, for example, if a champion is going to go counterattack and they have fear applied and the fear procs, the counterattack is stopped. The counterattack is stopped 50% of the time if that fear is applied to them. That can be a fairly decent and fairly reliable counter to a Valkyrie or a Martyr or a Skull Crusher in the campaign, in the faction wars, or in the arena if you come across one, because that fear has a chance to stop the counterattack as well as their actual turn and their skills are going to do on the turn itself. He even has an aura. This guy's got 5 things going on. What's his aura? Increases ally HP in the arena by 33%. That's a lot of HP, right? Let's see what I've got for him. He is 6-star. He is fully ascended. He is level 60. So his max HP is 22,965 base HP. I've got it stacked. 82,427 HP. I want a ton of HP for this guy. Why? Because his AoE and his A1 both multiply off his HP. He does some mean damage and he can keep things going. His attack is negligible. I don't care about it. Defense 2100, almost 22. Not a bad defense. He can take some damage as well. His speed is only 107. It is slow. I've done some stuff in the Masteries to fix that. Check that out in just a minute. His crit rate is only 29%. That, along with his accuracy at 102, is where I feel I can min-max him and make him even better. If I can get some gear to replace what he's currently got, he's got a ton of HP percentage floating around. If I can get some crit rate gloves and maybe an accuracy banner, then that can min-max him and make him a little bit beefier, a little bit stronger, a little bit more reliable, because that crit rate will end up doing more damage stacked with that crit damage, and the accuracy, he can land those actual stuns more effectively and efficiently because he won't get resisted. Speaking of resistance, he's got 181. I don't want him to take debuffs if I can prevent it. So he's got a ton of resistance, not a ton. He's got a good chunk of resistance, enough for where I am at in the game and in the arena itself. You can see the gear I got him on. I got him on Immortal, and I got him on Relentless gear. 16s across the board. He is my best champion I got. I've put the most into him. You know, I've only got 4-star Immortal weapon. I've got a 4-star Immortal shield. Do I by chance have anything stronger? Alright, let's go. I got a 5-star weapon. That 5-star weapon any good? HP percent. Increase on the HP. Increase on the crit damage. Drop on my crit rate. Probably not. I'm not going to switch it out. But what's this 4-star shield right here? I got a 5-star shield. Defense percent and accuracy. I'm going to lose a lot of HP percentage. I don't know. Not going to do it. At least not right now. That's okay. Masteries. What do I got this guy on? Look at this. No offense. Straight defense. Straight support. Tank, 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 tank. Right? Fearsome presence. All the way down here. Increased chance to land those stuns. I got this as well. Increased chance of increasing his turn meter. He's got Relentless gear on, right? Relentless gear, 18% chance of taking an extra turn. I want Miscreated monster to just keep going, right? Increased turn meter right here. Where is it? Here we go, right here. Has a 30% chance of increasing turn meter by 10% when a buff cast by this champion is removed or expires. He puts a ton of buffs out there, so, right? He puts out, what is it? Ally protection, he puts out shields, and puts out continuous heals. Whenever they drop, 30% chance to take a turn meter increase. Additionally, a 30% chance of increasing the turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by him expires or is removed. All those stuns and that potentially that defense down debuff. Whenever he applies it, he has a chance of increasing his turn meter. Boom. I want him moving some. All right, like I said, resistance. Increased resistance on his defense. His defense as well. Increase the amount of healing and the value of shield buffs this champion receives. And over here on the support side, increases the value of shield buffs this champion casts. And what is this one right here? Heals the champion by 10% of the max HP the first time an enemy is killed in each round. I want him sustaining. I want him keeping the team alive. Increased shields. He accepts an increased shield. He puts out increased shield. Multiplies together so his shield becomes even bigger and better when he's alone. Not even alone, just in general. But when he's alone, remember his speed was slow. Increases speed by 8 for each dead ally. Stacks up to 24. In the arena, he is arguably 90% of the time the last man standing if I'm going to lose or even if I'm going to win as well. I've seen this guy go 1v4 and still win partly because of this right here. This skill right there increases his speed by 24 when he's the last man standing. All of a sudden, next thing you know, he just doesn't stop. Increased speed, relentless gear. I've got turn meter increases going on him left and right and to center. He's also got an evil eye, so he decreases the enemy's turn meter as well. He is a beast. He is a beast. He is a beast. Let's get him into arena. I don't want to buy stuff, Plarium. I'm free to play, right? Quit. All right, let's get into the arena and let me show you something he can do. Let's pick one. Let's pick something big. That's not something big on the power-wise. But let's knock it out anyways. Real quick, you guys. Let's do this. Let's knock this out. Shouldn't take us entirely too long. I don't know. Oh, they get to go first. Because I don't... Oh, they beat my apothecary down. Wow. They're doing some stuff. All right, let's see. Captain Tamila, defense up. Thank you very much. War Chief, let's go with that right there. Steal those buffs. Thank you very much. We did not land the... let's put the Ally Protect up. We didn't land the Provoke on him because he got that Provoke on him, unfortunately, but we did steal the buffs, which is nice. So, all right. We want that Gorgo gone. Why? Because he's got that Team Ally Revive, that Team Ally Heal. We don't want that. There's that Provoke. All right. We got the block debuffs up. AoE Stun. We only got one, but that's okay. We got shields on ourselves as well. All right. Let's go. Can we complete him? Boom. Gorgo gone. Look at that. Apothecary's down. We're still doing this. Come here, Elhain. You're going down too. You're next. Provoke on you. Oh, there's that shield from... What's that? That's not War Chief. That's Warlord, right? You're right. Let's see. Let's just focus on Elhain. Decrease turn meter. Stun and decrease... Oh, look. Relentless proct. Do it again. Boom. Look at her. Look at the damage from his HP. War Chief is almost down. That's fine. War Chief is not that critical because why? Who's our anchor? Our anchor, or rock, is Miscreated Monster. Miscreated Monster teamed with Captain Tamila is a gem of a combination that I didn't realize. All right, defense up and heal for the team. 16,000 heal from Captain Tamila for that War Chief. What was that? All right, 27,000 HP with an 8,000 heal. He's got lifesteal. Ally Protect. That War Chief is coming back for something fierce. Ally Protect as well. Next thing you know, everyone's got Ally Protect. Fears across the board. Gonna happen to anybody and everybody, whoever they attack, regardless of it. And look, there's a Provoke on Warlord. Let's see if we can just clear him out. Turn meter decrease. That works too. Stagnite, go away. Quit decreasing the defense of my War Chief. Boom. And Relentless Gear proc for the win. Look at that. Team down. Done. That is Miscreated Monster. That is why he is such a beast. Let me go take him into Spiders right quick just to show you briefly what he can possibly do. Because my team is currently not actually set to face the Spiders. My team is set a little bit differently. But we're going to do something for you. Green. All right. We don't want red. We don't red. We're going to do it a little bit differently. Let's take out that. We're going to do this differently, like I said. We don't want red. We want to fight green. But we're not going to put a definitive disadvantage on ourselves. Why would we do that? All right. And let's put Kale full blue against full green against the green. And we're just going to run this on auto. I have no clue what it's going to look like. biggest reason why I want there is I want Miscreated Monster to show you the shield that he can do on the spiders. That is why I want him there, because he is just a beast. I probably should put Jizzo in for a green, War Chief in there for an off affinity tank. Boom. Look at those shields. Over half of their HP on some of them, especially Jawbreaker. Look at that. Over half his HP just from one shield because of Miscreated Monster. That is the power of his AoE shield. It is a beast. It keeps your team alive. Use it. You have him. If you do, your account is awesome. You are lucky. He will progress you. Use him. Book him. He is an epic that is worth booking. Book him out. Build him up. HP, crit rate, accuracy. Get it done. If you're still here, thank you for joining me all the way through. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. The best way you can support me is to subscribe with that button above me. Watch the video all the way through. The next video as well, and every other video that you see afterwards. As well, hit that bell button. YouTube will tell you the next time I put a champion guide out there, because I'm out to create the most comprehensive library. Remember, rares, epic champions. I'm going to get it done, son. I'm going to get it done. I'll see you on the next video.